Angle A and angle B are supplementary angles. I'll underline that. Find the measures of the angles when the measure of angle A is 11x minus 11 degrees, and the measure of angle B is this quadratic thing here, 3x squared minus 5x plus 2 degrees. Okay, so we have to start by writing ourselves an equation based on that word supplementary, which of course means that they're going to add up to 180 degrees. So the first part of this is just total these two things up. 11x minus 11 plus 3x squared minus 5x plus 2. All that should be equal to 180. Alright, so that's the first step. And that's kind of most of the geometry. We'll have to return to the geometry part of this at the end of this. Now it's algebra. So let's combine our like terms, get everything on one side because we have quadratic, and we're going to have to factor that thing. So I have a 3x squared, and let's see, I got 11x's minus 5x's gives me 6 of them, plus 6x. Here I've got negative 11, positive 2 makes negative 9, equals 180. Subtract that over 3x squared plus 6x minus 189 equals 0. Now I'm going to notice that all my numbers here are divisible by 3, so I'll make this equation easier to work with if we just go ahead and divide by 3. If you didn't notice it, you could still factor it, still solve it, it's just your numbers will be a little bit harder, a little bit bigger to work with. Alright, so if I divide everything by 3, I get x squared plus 2x minus, let's see, 63. Yeah, 63. Okay, so now when I factor this, I'm looking for two things that multiply up to 63, negative 63, and add up to 2. So a product of negative 63 and a sum of 2. So two things that can multiply up to 63 are 9 and 7, and we can get 2 from that. So I'm going to put that in our parentheses. And an x and an x to get x squared. And our 9 and our 7 to get 63. Now I need it to be a negative 63, so the signs are going to be different. And I need it to be a positive 2, so it's going to be the 9 that's positive and the 7 that's negative. Alright, now these x's are lying to us. It's not really 9, it's not really negative 7. It's x equals negative 9 and positive 7. So here's the algebra part of it pretty much done. Now we need to go back and see which of these answers actually make sense, because we need to find the measures of these angles. We're going to plug them back into each one of these expressions here. And obviously the 1/4, the measure of angle A, is a little bit easier to work with. So let's try the negative 9 first. Measure angle A equals, let me clean that up, that looks kind of trashy. There we go. Equals 11 times negative 99. What? How about negative 9 minus 11? So that would be negative 99 minus 11. It's going to be a whole negative angle measurement. That's not going to work, which means that negative 9 is not a valid answer. Alright, so let's try the 7. So the measure of angle A equals 11 times 7 minus 11. I have 77 minus 11 gives me 66 degrees. That seems reasonable, which means that the measure of angle B should be 180 minus that one, which is 114 degrees. There we go.